Talk about Quackquick's idea for hand cards. Hand cards. We can take a look at it while I play some Geometry Dash. This would make Deepwoken a better game.
There's a lot of these passive type talent that you pretty much won't pick unless you want to make a troll build or you don't really care about your build being the best it can possibly be because it's not worth replacing a damage buff or a health buff for a talent like Robber Baron or Pack Mule. You know, you can carry more food or you lose half the items when you die, or you know, you can mug people with the thief talents. Like, when would you ever replace any of like the sword medium weapon talents for a fishing talent? You would never do that at the end of your build because
fishing talents are actually
doing less damage or you'd have a disadvantage against your opponent. And because the game's very much min-maxy right now and has been for a while, you don't want to miss out on those damage buff talents. And so my proposed idea to do with all these passive talents, because there are 30 plus of these talents that are not necessarily directly affecting your build in a way where it's like, oh, this is great, I get more damage, I get more health, you know, as I had already said. They should add, and I'm talking to the devs right now, if they ever watch this video, or, you know, someone who has contact with them, there needs to be a separate passive talent cards roll that appears after your last roll of card. These do not count or replace your normal talents, but are added on as an extra passive and cannot be exchanged with normal talents. So for example, Thief, you know, you want the mug talents. You can steal items from people. That should be a passive talent. So you're not replacing something normal, you're just creating something different. You're creating a unique build where it's like, oh, I'm a whatever, Cures Winter, blah, blah, blah. But when I'm on the overworld, if I kill someone and I knock them, I can mug them. And it's not directly affecting how good the build is. So
that's a good idea. This is actually a good idea. It's actually a good idea.
Those talents, I could go through them all and name every single one because I went through the talents list and I know all the ones that are these.
Okay, low key. Oh, he said not included. I was about to say kickoff. That's kind of nice. It's actually a good idea because honestly, what they could do as well is like they can make it to where you can only have so many passive talents. And then like, you pick like a profession. And you know, so many people, even way back in verse 1, early days, were like, what happened in the trailer where they said you could be a profession, you can be a blacksmith, you can be a monster hunter, yada, yada, yada. Shit like that. Now they can actually bring that back. And like make you only be able to focus on a couple of things.
Kind of passive things. All those talents should be turned into passive talents. And you can have a total of 10 passive talents for your build. They will appear every other power up. So power 2, power 4, power 6, power 8, power 10, and so on. And you can't avoid getting these talents. You can't shrine them off to give yourself normal talents. They simply exist to make your build more fun and more interesting passively. So you will have 10 talents for just fun. You know, you could keep your fishing talent. You could keep you gain more nutrition from eating plants talents. You could keep you lose 50% less whatever talents, and it's not affecting your build. It's not affecting how good it is. It's just making your build have a little more variety and more fun to it, you know? I hope that makes sense. I'm maybe not the best at explaining these things, but I'm working on it. But the reason why this is really 9 minutes long, and I already kind of briefly went over some of the reasons why, is it would add more diversity and uniqueness to your character. It would add more interesting things to do with your build. You could make a chef type build, a vow of mastery build, a thief build, assassin build, fishing build.
Whoa! Take that a step back. Take that a step back. Vow of mastery and assassin? No. Keep them shits in the regular. No. Keep them. Okay, let's take it a step back now. Those are directly combat related. Fishing, okay. What was the other one he said? Fishing, okay. Let's see what he said. Chef? Okay. But what if they make it a chefo? But that's fine. Chef, okay. Thief, vow
of mastery build, a thief build,
assassins. Bro, the problem is when you have shit like this, what's gonna happen, right? These still affect combat. Everyone is gonna go assassination. And there you go, you're gonna have no variety. The point is to have variety that doesn't affect PvP gameplay. Vow and assassin literally affected, they affected a lot.
assassin build, fishing build, kind of as
in
a
Quackquake's defense though, he doesn't really, he probably doesn't do PvP like at that like high ass level, so he's thinking assassination is still like this random ass weak ass like thing
class, but it's not directly affecting your role of talents, you know what I mean? Because, you know, people do make Vow Mastery builds, people do make assassin builds, but it's like you're trading stuff for it, and it feels kind of weird. And I do think there should be a balance, because like there's certain assassin talents that I feel like everyone would always go for, you know, if you want to go PvP crazy and stuff like that, and it might be kind of OP, but maybe some talents could be still just normal talents. There's a way they can make it work. And another reason that I feel like this would be such a great
I'll say they can make it work
is
that if the assassination talents are more PvE related and more like low stride, right? Maybe low stride is a part of that, right? Like, okay, low stride is something an assassin would pick. I'm not picking low stride, right? Low stride, you know, like the passive stuff that assist it, but not the main damaging or anti-heal or shit like that. Okay. You know what I mean? Or like the one where like if you grip somebody, it affects, or if you like assassinate PvE humanoids, you know, skills, that could be one as well, like stuff like that. Celebrity could be thrown in there in my opinion as well. Give or take, no. Give and take is actually pretty damn good. Also, this is probably his strongest point. I actually super agree with this. Like, I think the problem is that whenever you add a talent that's like a lot more like kind of roleplay PvE eccentric, a lot of people are gonna be like, this is so ass. Why are they adding this? I'm never gonna run this on my build, which is actually, yeah, a lot of people do say that. This is probably the greatest point, and that I honestly agree that there could be a lot more fun, like actual things that feel like more in the world of Deepwoken instead of everything being like super min-max focused. You know what I'm saying? They could actually really add to that, and especially when more exploration stuff like what's it called, Void Sea comes, and that actually plays a bigger role. In my opinion, I would actually do instead. I would add more of these fun passive talents, but only have like 6 or 7 talents you can pick at most. That way you can really feel the diversity in your role. Like, yo, what talents are you taking? Oh, I'm a chef. You know what I mean? Because if you have 10, that might be too many. Maybe like 6 or 7, so it really feels like you're specialized in something, right? Like you can be like, you know, a PvE assassin, right? Chef, you know, shit like that. This is actually extremely good cooking though. Like, and it could actually play a role where, like, if they really do in the future, I hope, please, if they really do, like, flesh out endgame PvP, and it's, like, or PvE, mind you, and, like, for example, they actually add real-ass, tough humanoid NPCs, and I'm saying, like, these niggas can parry, and when you get hit by them, they do like, a ball. Like, these guys are, like, max-level humanoid, like, very strong humanoid NPCs. Maybe they're carrying, like, some unobtainable or crazy, like, mantra or weapons, right? And there's an option where only celebrity motherfuckers can talk with them to have a peaceful way to avoid fighting those strong ass motherfuckers in a wiped area or something like that. That would be the actual way you'd want to, you know what I'm saying? I think that'd be fucking fire as fuck. Then it would feel like, oh yeah, oh dude, wait, do we have a celebrity with us? No, I got celebrity, bro, don't worry. Let me talk to the nigga. I'll try the fucking, maybe it's like a little mini game where you have to like, you know what I mean? And having celebrity makes it easier to win that mini game of basically conversing with the NPC. And I don't know, bro. Like, Deepwoken really does lack shit like that at the moment. So that would be fire.
For example, there could be more talents based off your reputation. You know, we have a couple with charisma, but I think there could be more. There could be even talents for the musical instruments, which could be kind of cool. Like maybe there's like extra buffs they give you or something similar like how they had it in Rogue Lineage. Musical instruments would heal you or give you a speed boost if you were nearby someone using them. I feel like something like that could be kind of cool, but it could be a talent, a passive talent. So you're like, I'm a bard, and it's actually useful, you know? There could be more mining talents. There could be more fishing talents. There could even be like sailing talents. It would be like kind of cool if there was like more something you could do with your sailing, you know? Maybe there's a talent that makes it so you shoot 2 cannons at once if they're both available to shoot from that direction. And the reason I want all this to exist is because Deepwoken is very
maybe there could be like a town where it's like, you know what I'm saying, like you're like an engineer, like, or you can build cannons. And I don't know if they'd want to take it that far, but like I think it'd be kind of cool if, like, for example, like your ability to use cannons allows you to shoot cannons like 5 to 10% faster. You know what I mean? Like a little bit faster. That way, like someone who's like, you know, a shipmaster or like an engineer type of shits, they can, like, you know, it's not a super big combat advantage, or in sea combat it might be. But like, yeah, when I say like Void Sea update is supposed to be like the exploration update, this would hit with that. Because then it actually feels like, because then everyone could be given them, and it's like, okay, Now you have to pick, you know, like what type of role you want to give. Because these Void Sea expeditions, nigga, I'm expecting them bitches to be like an hour or two plus. Like, it's like a long expedition, you feel me? Like, that's what I'm thinking, bro. And that's what niggas were thinking about Deepwoken initially.
Very much lacking fun variety. There's so much just focus on min-maxing your build to the absolute oblivion. True. And, like, there's so little space for doing anything interesting or cool because you would have to waste an entire slot in a way. That's true. And there still isn't even much opportunity. Like, the craziest thing you can do in the game for trolling is, like, disguise. That's, like, the one thing that's in the game. Yeah. It's like, oh my gosh, I can turn into a barrel, and
or
half the time they still seem
like Bow Master getting like explode. Like that's also kind of like that's also like a fun but kind of useless sort of.
Because it does.
My biggest thing is like I honestly think with stuff like this, right? Like when they add one of these, it's like, oh, why'd they add this useless talent? But if they flesh out into a system, then like I think not only will players get like a lot more hype that there's like more fun stuff coming into the game, but it would go really handy if they were to say like these will be useful in the future for like big exploration updates, which is what in my opinion I think that's like top one, honestly. Like fuck conquest, fuck world events. Top one in my opinion is always going to be exploration giant sized updates, bro. That will always be big. New bosses, new secrets, new monsters. Those three are like fucking fire, dude. And on top of that, new secrets in that exploration that can lead to more PvP as well. And PvE. They can throw that in too.
If y'all enjoyed the video, make sure to go click on these other videos, man. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.